What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-Pop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper. And guess what? We're in a brand new spot to record.
This has got to be like...
New studio alert.
Studio recording area, like 5 or 6.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we've actually had a lot of different studios.
Not including recording at Roland's.
And on the road, too. We've been everywhere, but we have a new home.
Really, when I think about the time we recorded in Roland's is weird.
Holy crap, that was a long time ago.
We had two separate mics. You were sitting on the opposite sides of the room.
Yep. Holy crap, that was a long time ago.
That was actually a really fun episode.
Yeah.
Because we were like guessing like what our biases were on like a bias.
That was fun.
We'll have to do that again sometime.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, because we guessed each other's biases. Yeah, we need to do that again with like the newer groups.
Yeah, it's like who our favorite bias was, and like what order, and whoever had the most like had to like buy the other person a pizza, even though we like shared the pizza, but whatever.
That was intense. I forgot we did that. That was awesome, actually.
Yeah,
we'll do that again.
Do it again.
That was years ago. So
throw that in the old back burner for later.
the old guessing the old bias, classic game.
Gotta love it.
But yeah, we are in your new house. We are in the new studio. It's up and running.
The acoustics are sounding good in here.
Hopefully it sounds okay. It's not quite done yet. You got a little more renovating, but it's awesome.
Yeah,
like the
I said,
comfiest couch in
I was
here.
like dying last week, so I didn't have much time to really move it too much around and do anything. But I think I'm kind of better now.
Yeah.
Watch out for that super flu.
Heck yeah.
It'll sneak up on you.
Heck yeah.
But last week we did the fan awards, what the fans and our listeners thought were the best of the best of the best of K-pop 2022.
Yep, we had our very select questions, and we had the people speak out and let us know what they thought was the best.
And this time, or I guess this episode, it's time for us.
It's us. More importantly, us. Just kidding.
It's time for us to give our opinions and
our choices for our super important list of questions of K-Pop Kimchi Awards 2022.
Although it's kind of funny because if anyone's listened to this podcast at all this year, you definitely could guess.
You could probably that's the real episode is guess what we're gonna pick and just see how we're doing.
Guess how close we were to what you actually thought we were gonna say.
Oh my god!
Let me tell you, we are who we thought you were. Or
yeah,
thought we were.
Yeah, I know.
Because I mean, it's not gonna be.
There's not really any big surprises here. It's definitely not stuff we like haven't spoke about before. Let me tell you. But let's dive in. We got a solid amount of categories.
We got a lot of categories this year. It's funny because you'd think since we do this yearly, I would just keep a list of what the categories are, but I always delete it and have to redo it.
That's okay. It makes it more fun and adventurous.
It really just switches it up, so it's never the same.
Heck yeah.
You can't let them know your next move.
All right, I'm excited.
So, we'll go with Choreo of the Year first.
Choreo of the Year.
Choreography of the Year. I don't remember what we started with the fan ones, but it doesn't really matter.
This is what
we're not really conjoined in any way. So.
Yeah.
So for mine, I put like my top 3 options, not really like listed in any order except for number 1.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I had on mine was Hot by 17.
Ooh.
Because that's just like fun choreography and it like fits so well with the song.
So cool.
I love like
really
watching
does.
all the idols cover it. It's sick.
Very sick.
My other one was That by Psy.
Oh.
We honestly probably watched every single stage possible of that. Multiple
and
times.
then some, yeah.
But I really thought about it, and there's really only one answer for it.
There is absolutely one answer.
Idol with My Bag.
Yep. Same here.
It was all live, so I mean, it's everything I hoped it'd be.
Life-changing experience when we first listened to it. Even more of a life-changing experience when we saw it live. Twice, actually, because we saw the...
We did see them do it in warm-ups.
The
like
warm-up song. The what's it called? Soundcheck. We saw Soundcheck My Bag and Performance My Bag. Idol My Bag. Best choreography. Maybe ever.
That's up there.
It's super great.
It's hard for me to think of any that.
It's so great. Oh my gosh, the performance dance vid in Cube's oh man. My Bag. Easy choice for me too, number 1.
So, I mean, yeah.
Good job, Idol.
Hands down.
Easy choice there.
Unanimous.
One of the easiest ones all year, yeah.
So, next we'll do concept of the year. Like your favorite concept of it could just be like one comeback. It could be like your whole
hard one to
group comeback, whatever's going on.
There's a lot of concepts, you know.
You can go first since I just did mine first.
Yeah, okay. So mine, there was a lot, but mine was actually pretty easy. I had to go with Seulgi debuting as a soloist with 28 Reasons. Honestly, and I probably am saying this because she's my ultimate bias ever. Probably the best teaser, like photos, album photos, like the feel of it I've ever seen of any K-pop thing. It was just like elegant and it was like artistic. It was really great. All the dresses, hairstyles. It was just like really, really beautiful and also like kind of almost like a horror vibe sometimes too. But yeah, and I love the song 28 Reasons. The whole album's really good. The music video I was a little disappointed with, but everything else, I love the concept. Seulgi killed it. So easily my concept of the year goes to Seulgi with her 28 Reasons solo.
I like the darker concept was really nice. It's pretty cool.
She really pulled it off. It was like a artistic, dark, like beauty kind of thing, but it was really great. I just bought some posters of that, like her. So I actually bought a lot of 28 Reasons stuff this last couple days. So
I'm gonna have to say my favorite concept so far would be In Mix's little Dice Alice in Wonderland
so
thing.
cool.
Because for anyone who's listened to us for a long time, I love Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
it's like
do.
one of my favorite things in the
Your
world.
tattoo.
I do have Cheshire Cat tattoo. But they're like cool. Like I just appreciate any Alice in Wonderland concept, and their like whole concept for their like comeback for N12 is like Alice in Wonderland kind of board gamey, alternate reality.
It was like the colors.
going on.
Yeah, you're right. It was honestly that's up there on my list too.
And
awesome.
then they had
awesome.
like their little like variety show thing they did.
Yeah.
Like for their channel, and it was like just In Mix in Wonderland, and they like went to like they're dressed up like literally Alice in Wonderland, and they like drank the little juices and got smaller or like got bigger. So
it was very cool.
It was really cool.
I thought that was awesome. I mean, it really made me like really like NMIX, honestly. So.
And of course, I always have a weakness for like the summer concepts. So
yeah, it was so colorful.
Summer concepts always hit for me. And Justin's personal favorite time of the year right now is the Santa Claus concept.
Oh my gosh, that's
Santa.
my honorable mention. Is
they're like velvety Santa outfits.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. It's so great, and I love every second of it. And then my other honorable mention for concept of the year is just My Bag. Okay.
My Bag
on.
is just
My bag.
unbeatable.
The sweatpants look so cool.
Oh yeah. Just like
gosh.
the practice video.
Oh my gosh, so cool.
The practice video concept's undefeated.
But there's been a lot of good concepts.
My other favorite concept is the one for Limbo from Nature's comeback.
Oh my gosh.
Those outfits and just everything. I love it. I love Nature. I'm glad they came back.
Hotties of the Year War, Limbo.
I know, right?
Seriously.
I couldn't figure out a place to actually put them, so they were all put them in for concept.
They can be honorable mention concept of the year.
Yeah, I know, right?
N12 or Dice, 28 Reasons, awesome concepts. Concepts that really got into the concepts, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like they're a little more vague, but those ones were actually like, okay,
they follow through.
We're like in it to win it. Yeah, because I feel like sometimes they try to do it. Alice in Wonderland.
Crush by Wacky Maggie. That did not follow through.
I still am hurt by that song.
The old bait and switch.
Gosh, Dillian, some of the coolest teasers ever until 28 Reasons, and then it was like, what is this song? Whatever, that was years ago. I have clearly not moved on, but still I'm hurt by it. But those are great concepts. I love it.
Alright, so next up we got music video of the year.
Ooh.
My choices I had here were But You by Icon.
Nice.
I love that vid, just the feel of it. Everything's I don't know, just it's super fun. The color's good.
I feel
like a dance club thing.
Yeah.
My next one that I really loved was Forever One by Girls' Generation.
Dude.
Our first comeback with Girls' Generation, and it was a doozy.
Let me tell ya, really got me to stand up.
I was gonna say, first off, let me tell you, we had a whole series about them. Okay,
we did. Go listen.
They literally went from us not knowing anything about them and not thinking, "G was the best song ever," to for a short period there, if you would have asked both of us, we'd be like, they're the greatest group to ever exist.
Yep.
And they revolutionized music.
If we did our awards then, they would have won every award. Even Boy Group Song of the Year.
We were like...
Forever One was awesome.
That seems like that was years ago.
And they're awesome. Really and they're great. Good for them. Good for the legends himself.
We really had
We did a
12-part
lot.
series on
We
it.
did a lot of Girls' Generation there for a little while. So I don't want anyone saying we're fake stands after because we dove in and we did a lot.
I probably know more about Girls' Generation than
Heck
Girls'
yeah.
Generation fans do at this point.
Take that. Take that.
I still watch a lot of Girls' Generation content.
they're
pretty fun.
awesome. They're awesome.
Especially now that they're older and they're just like mean to each other.
I was gonna say, relating, to same age type of friends. That's us and them in a way because we are all around the same age. So that's cool. I like that.
But hands down, I thought about it, and from the get-go, I was like, you know what, this has got to be my number one song, or music video of the year. And it was Wada Da by Kpop.
Life-changing.
Because I was just thinking about the first time we saw it, and we watched the music video, and I did our live reaction to it.
Yeah.
After waiting for them to debut, after Girls Planet, and we were blown away.
Yeah.
So I had to go with that. That was
perfect song. I love Wada Da.
That was my
And we were literally there from the very, very beginning.
We were there before Girls Planet even started.
Yeah.
We were there when they first announced Eugen as maybe a member of the thing, and I freaked out because I'm like, she's in CLC.
We're like, why is she doing this? Don't do it. You don't have anything to prove.
That was a long time ago now.
Oh my gosh, we were there from the very, very beginning. But no, Wada Da was perfect.
But that was my music video.
Okay, yeah, music video. I thought we were just talking about song of the year, and I was like, yep, Wada Da, obviously. Okay, music video of the year. You kind of mentioned it earlier, just a song that we've watched a lot of just because it's so high energy and fun, and that was That. I mean, we got to see people perform it live at K-Con too. That's awesome.
That was awesome. That's the best one.
I love that Psy and the cowboy concept is awesome. I mean, really, that could have been in so many different categories too, but him and Suga, I don't even know how to really say his Suga. Is he in the army?
No.
I don't remember who went to the army.
I think it was Jin.
Jin? Okay. Anyway.
Only one of them went so far.
They should just all go because then they come out at the same time.
I don't remember what we're talking about.
What was our category? BTS just... Oh, that.
Oh,
I did know. Yeah, that, my music video of the year, super fun, love Psy.
We seriously watched as much mini videos of that as you possibly could.
And we were we watched the college, performances. We're like, where's Sugar at? He's going to come out. And then when he finally did at Psy's concert, crowd freaked out. Amazing. I want to see that one.
That's my moment of the year right there. That's awesome.
Thanks, Psy.
So next we have Rookie of the Year.
Tough battle. A lot of good rookies.
You can go first.
So this one was pretty tough, but honestly, as I thought about it more, it became a lot easier. I had to go with, because we've been there, I mean, we're literally looking at the background of your computer right now, and they're there. I had to go with Kepler.
That's who I picked as my
favorite. It was just it was tough, but then it was easy. Kepler's been incredible. Some of their comebacks in the middle were not my favorite, but...
And they weren't great on Queendom out when they made music. But outside of that, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they had moments on Queendom when I thought they could have been a lot better. But overall, from the beginning to now, we love Kepler. Wada Da was I don't know. That could make a case for one of my favorite songs ever, honestly. But Kepler's great. And they're my rookies of the year. There's other strong contestants, but I just don't think they've shown me enough like Kepler has.
Yeah, the other ones I have on my list are In Mix, who we've recently really liked, but that's more recent. Kepler's been around or the members have been around for us for a while, so I had to go with them.
Yep.
And then La Seraphim.
I mean, we again, when you went through watching Girls Planet and you're voting, we were actively voting on the show, so it's
granted, our votes didn't count really.
We literally couldn't be more into it than we, you know what I mean. So.
But it was real to me, damn it. Like that meme of the dude
from
wrestling.
Wrestling's real, people are fake.
Yeah,
but, no, Kepler's my rookie of the year.
That's why I picked
They earned it. They earned it.
They definitely did. Next I have Underrated Song of the Year.
Ooh.
So, the three ones I have here were Mascara by XG.
Mm-hmm.
Great song. Villain by Pixie, who has gone through many phases of being Pixie recently, but Villain was a sick song. I love the video.
Cool. Really cool.
It was so dark. People literally got shot. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty violent.
But I had to pick my underrated song of the year because when I was going through it, I was like, there's certain groups that I said were underrated, because I didn't hear people talking about their songs, but they're actually groups people know.
Yeah.
Or actively listen to. So I'm I don't know.
Yeah, that becomes kind of foolish sometimes.
So my underrated song of the year was Venom by Bandit.
Nice.
Because I remember we would like listen to Bandit's comebacks, and really the music just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But then I was really excited to see them come back because of the one girl. I think it was Sungyoung. That was in Girls Planet.
Yep.
And then they came back, and their song was that Venom song was like something completely different. I was like, wow.
It was very cool.
Sick.
It was very cool.
I actually said, for those of you who haven't heard it, I was like, it kind of just sounds like they tried to make their own like version of like a Kepler song. Honestly,
it worked.
And it was sick. I loved it.
It was very cool.
So that's gonna be my underrated song of the year. R.I.P. to Bandit.
Yeah.
Probably deserve better, but it's too late now.
What can you do? It's just the business, man. It's tough. It's tough.
It's like when I gave one of my favorite songs to that song by GWSN, and then they just were like gone forever.
Have they officially disbanded?
I don't honestly think that.
I don't think I ever saw anything. I don't know. I just have no idea. They're in that kind of limbo right now.
But that's my underrated song of the year.
Yeah, I love when people say like, "Oh, my underrated group," and it's a group that's like freaking.
It's like, have you guys heard Pink Venom by Blackpink?
You guys have like, come on.
Have you heard of Talk That Talk by Twice?
Yeah, it's just like, come on, dude. Your group's fine. That's not underrated. They just don't get talked about enough, really. Mine was easily XG because I feel like that's a group that I never really hear, and it's Mascara because that song is incredible.
Such a good song.
It's such a cool. They have a cool concept, cool vibe. I mean, I also like love that type of kind of like more hip hoppy, intense beat driven songs that Mascara was. I don't know. I just feel like XG has a ton of potential. And I never really saw people talking about them too much, so that's why I feel like they actually are underrated.
They honestly just get their own award for underrated group.
Honestly, I agree.
Like Tippy Toes is actually pretty good.
Tippy Toes was all right, and then Mascara was awesome. Still listening to that song like all the time. I hope that they have a comeback soon, because I think XG has a lot of potential. I just love that, like their concept, what they did. I love it. So I need more XG.
I like XG. I'm excited for them to come back. They did a little like 2023 seasons greeting things or 2022 seasons greeting thing. It was like super cool. I'm like, man, I hope their comebacks.
Everyone just had a seasons greetings this year, but good for them. That is good.
There's one group that had one. I'm like, this is like super random. Like we were talking about them and they hadn't been around forever. It was Signature.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, they got a seasons
greeting. They just
came
out the best song ever, and then like we're gone again.
Just dipped out
for real.
So. The next category we'll talk about here real fast is our favorite new bias of the year.
Ooh.
This is one I struggled with.
This is one that really pulls at your heart, you know? This isn't just a song.
Inwardly and outwardly. I had to like run these numbers through my brain. I'd be like thinking about who it was, and I'd be like the meme or the gif of like the lady with all the numbers like flying everywhere. She looks super confused. That was me calculating. Who
your favorite new bias?
My favorite new bias of 2022 was. So these ones actually are ranked. The other songs are just kind of like I have like options in my winner, but these I actually did rank for my own sanity. I had to do it.
Right.
So number 3, I have Sumin from Stacy. Did I say through?
I don't know.
I don't even know either. Number 3 was Sumin from Stacy. Then the next one is number 2, because that comes after 3 or before 3, however
you want to check it out.
Potato. And that's Dion from Kepler.
Good pick.
And
good
then
choices.
Number 1 was Haiwan from Inmix.
Nice.
But honestly, if I had like a 3-sided die, I could like roll it when I wake up every morning, and that would like be who I pick.
It's just like whatever.
It's kind of like a
poster video you saw last.
It really is. It's like a 3-way tie, honestly.
Yeah. All amazing idols that are all have long careers ahead of them, hopefully. So
they're all like so good. Fun. We watch so much content, so it like changes regularly.
It is really. They're like all really great.
I'd go with Haiwan because whenever we watch stuff with her, I see posts of her on like Instagram and stuff. She's just like super goofy.
Yeah,
it's like my favorite. Follows in the footsteps of super goofy idols with long dark hair.
Yep.
Like Hyunjin and Sungyoung.
Yep.
So I mean,
and
it makes sense.
Yeah, she's amazing. All 3 of them are amazing. I do agree with your order. It's just great too because they're all so early in their careers that we like. It's not like you're like, oh, this person's awesome for a group that's been around for 6 years, and then they have, right? They're going to be done in like a year or 2.
I just got into Lovelies.
You guys know Miju? I mean, like, yeah, they're not a group anymore, dude. But no, that's an incredible pick.
Then
Love all of them. Love all of them.
The flip side is my bias record
Record?
of 2022. And obviously, I could just use the exact same list to be my bias record list.
I know, right? Just like
But-
flip it.
If I had to think deep about it, not that deep because I already know the answer. The two main people that were my main bias records this year one was Cindy from Vives.
Mm-hmm.
After we saw her on Queendom, she
Yeah.
really, after that first episode, when she just had her like super snarky face and her remarks,
Yeah.
it just was like shot me in the heart. I'm like, oh my gosh, get
Yeah.
away from me.
Yep. She's awesome.
And then the top bias, the only one who's like wrecked me more than her this year was Cherry Young from ITZY.
Oh gosh.
And then we saw her live, and she was amazing.
We're
And super funny. Spoke English, is great.
Just
And then-
she's just on a path of destruction right
And then
now.
like after that was like already like just the balls rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
And then she came out with her teasers, and they came out with her Cheshire stuff, and she's like her super dark hair
So cool.
with like the one like picture with her like high ponytail,
Yep.
and like her black top and like her shorts.
It's over.
Killed me.
Just a beautiful human being who's very fun and awesome.
Super funny.
Just oh man, good choices. Really good choices.
But those are my bias records. Also, idols with goofy faces and long dark hair.
It's just those goofy faces, man.
They get me.
Sinby for sure.
Man,
He's a
Sinby
goofy
was
goober.
on. Oh my gosh, I watched a lot of Sinby content after Queendom and during Queendom. Honestly,
Queendom really made us. We took a lot away from it, but one of them was we're pretty big fans of Vives.
yeah,
Shout
that is a
Shout
thing.
out Vives. They're
That is
actually
a
really
thing.
cool. And we actually really like.
I was
all
like
their
super
members.
hyped for their comeback
Yeah.
after that.
Love Aid was sick, and Bop Bop's sick. So we want some more Vives.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm
for
all
that.
about that. So
Who was yours?
we had my bias one. So my favorite new bias was pretty easy. It was Kazuha from La Seraphim. Didn't know who this was before. Obviously, or knew, and she was like not like a trainee from somewhere I knew it all, but from seeing those teasers for Fearless, like the race car ones, I was like, who is this human being? And she's just amazing ballerina, so talented, so beautiful, so fun. La Seraphim is a great
She's
group.
got a bright future.
She
ahead of her.
has potential to maybe be one of my top biases ever. I mean, who knows? She's that cool. Kazuha, easy pick for my new bias. That was a no-brainer. Then, what was the other one? Oh, Bias Wrecker.
Yeah.
Oh, man, another easy one. This one, actually, I kind of had two, but this was easy. I watched 100 videos a day of her performing, and it was easily Lisa, because she might be the greatest human being to ever live.
She's amazing. Super great line.
Not a bias in K-pop, but a bias in overall life. I think she's my favorite human being ever. So, I mean, Lisa is
So
just
fun and bubbly. Such a
literally,
good dancer.
in the words of Jenny, she was born to be a superstar, and she is.
I
She's
agree
so
with that.
cool, so talented, such an awesome presence that you can't even really describe. You just know she has it, and not everybody does. Not most people, but Lisa easily my number one bias record. Soyeon was like kind of teetering around that too, but because she actually has a lot of similar qualities, but it was easily Lisa. You literally watch 100 fan cams a day.
Soyeon is really funny. She's cool.
But yeah, those are my bias, new bias and bias wreckers.
I mean, eventually
gotta
when
love
you see so many clips of one person on a daily basis, they kind of just grow.
And I mean, again, you mentioned with other people, like we literally saw Lisa, which was like kind of a experience that it was my first time seeing her. It was like kind of surreal, and that concert was so awesome. So that just kind of added to just like, this is so great. She's so awesome.
She is really awesome. But next we're going to go to our solo song of the year.
Ooh. Love solo songs.
I don't remember who went last, so I guess I'll do it.
You can go.
So I actually had a bunch of solo songs I listened to when I was looking back through my list.
Yeah.
But the main ones that really stuck with me were Can't Control Myself by Taeyeon,
Oh, yeah.
which we actually listened to for Girls' Generation review that I'd never heard before, and I was like, this is awesome. Like,
So
this is
cool.
really- the whole vibe of it was like super like indie rock. It was awesome. The next one I had on my list was a newer one, and it was Selfish by Yua.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't listen to it till a couple weeks ago when we saw it. I don't remember what we were doing, but we like watched it, or I watched it, and just from the beginning when I heard it, I was like, this is like so fun and catchy and just kind of different from the other stuff I was listening to. That's the one stuff that's kind of cool about solo music is I feel like they kind of like can do whatever they kind of want to do. Like BB does a lot of really good songs, Yuha does a lot of really good songs.
Right.
Different Yuha, not Yuha. But my winner was No Doubt by Suha from Dreamcatcher.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was like a song that's on like my top 10 songs of like the first
So
half of the year. We saw it live, a little snippet of it. Amazing. The other one I wanted to give like a shout out to, because I didn't actually put it on here, but I actually was kind of blown away when I heard it the first time.
Yeah.
And that was Sunflower by Yoojung from Lucky Becky.
Honestly, like, for real, I was kind of like, that wasn't going to be my winner either, but so impressed with that song.
I don't remember if we watched it for an episode, we watched it after an episode.
I think we just watched it one day, like a little while after it came out, and really loved that song. Good job, Yoojung. Like,
but I was like,
kind of went under
wow, this is like
kind of went under the radar. I feel like I didn't really see much about it, but it was really excellent.
And the new song by I forgot what it's called, but the new song by Yuri was really good too.
Oh yeah, Yuri's actually been a really great soloist, and I've been really impressed with her.
Yeah, she's been really great.
She's really good, and I didn't really expect it.
Based off kind of like seniority for me listening to it quite a bit more than other songs.
Definitely.
It's No Doubt by Suha.
Definitely. I gotta be in the same boat with you for mine. Because I gave Sogi another award for concept, I'm gonna change it up, and I'm gonna give my solo song of the year to Dami with Beautiful.
Such a good song.
Off the same album, it was just, all the members got a solo, and this was hers, and it was just like a pop rock Avril Lavigne type vibe. I mean, it was probably my second most song I listened to the whole year for 2022, and I listened to it all the time. And it was awesome. We got to see a little snippet too at the concert, and that was like the best.
And really, any of the girls' solo stuff.
Yeah, Dreamcatcher was so cool. That album was awesome.
Could have won an award. Like Playground by God was really good.
So cool.
Cherry by Jew was really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good songs.
Shout out to the girls from Dreamcatcher for their solos, man. They did a really, really good job. And we got to see them. Would love to see Dreamcatcher again, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I want to when they come back. I'm sure they will, too. They actually been back a couple times unless...
Alan said they are, so he's never wrong.
Yeah,
so
allegedly.
Get us from... Yeah, his words, he's never wrong.
Self-proclaimed.
Wink. Get us front row, Alan, and maybe I'll admit to you never being wrong.
Also, Yena had some really good songs that came out this year, solo music.
Yeah,
so did Yoonbi.
Said, Yoonbi's been a very solid soloist. Yuha has been really great too.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, not to be confused with Yuha. Yuha has a lot of good songs.
She actually has really awesome music. I really love her stuff. I feel like she's a little more under the radar than some of the other girls, but yeah, I mean, Beautiful is like my second most listened to song, but my most was Smiley by Yena, so I love that song too. It was awesome. Listen to it all the time. Yena's been really cool. Even Smartphone was really good.
It was. Next, we have favorite B-side. This is probably my toughest one to pick because
B-sides are the
I just listen to a lot of random
really.
B-sides. It's funny because I was like listening to my list of songs, and there's actually songs that are B-sides I didn't realize were B-sides.
Oh, I know.
But I guess you can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first
because I forgot I went first last time already.
And I'm gonna go with another soloist, Cheon from IZ*ONE, made her solo debut not that long ago, and her solo song "Danny"
really good song.
Was my favorite B-side easily. If there's a couple little things differently in it, it could have been my whole song of the year for real, but Danny's cool. It's got an awesome, fun, poppy, synthy vibe. And Cheon's really...
Her title track was really fun, too.
It was good, but Danny just, like, I heard it, and I was like, this is sick. I've listened to it so many times. It was... I mean, B-side's tough because there's so many, but I definitely had to go with that.
On my list, one of my songs was Saturday Drip by NCT Dream.
Mm-hmm.
That song's super good.
Super good.
Then Cool by Inmix off their Intorf.
Yep.
Little 2-song EP thingy.
So good.
But my number one B-side was Eye to Eye by Limelight. Another classic banger we heard off air.
Yeah, everyone go listen to it.
But my gosh, that song is the best. I listen to it so much.
Such a cool chorus. Oh my gosh, it sounds good. It just sounds really good.
It just hits so right.
It does. It does.
B-sides are the best. I feel like there's a lot of B-sides that are just as good, if not better, than the title tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agreed. If the fans didn't vote for it, I probably would have went with "In My Dreams" from Red Velvet. That song.
That's also a really good B-side. Like, that's good enough to be a title track.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's like a power ballad. That was sick. I mean, there's so many. There's a lot of cool Idol B-sides.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like, so many.
Like My Bag.
I know, right? I was like, it's crazy because that would have completely been fair for this because it is a...
That was like the most B-sides you can get. It was like the last song on the album.
Holy crap.
But like Villain Dies is great.
Villain Dies is so good.
I don't know. There's just so many good B-sides on that album. It reminds me of when CLC had their No album, and like every song on that was like a great B-side.
That was like a sick album with an awesome concept, and like the album was beautiful. And, like the photo cards, like they just did a really good job on that one.
Next we'll hit up favorite dance cover. Now, the one that I picked here wasn't technically, I don't think, a dance cover, although I think it was.
Yeah.
I guess it blurs the lines between what is a dance cover and what is not.
Yeah.
But it also deserved to win on that particular episode of Queendom, and it didn't even finish in the top 3. Biggest robbery in the history of any performances ever.
The fix was in.
And that's when Brave Girls covered Mask by Kepler.
Yeah.
That was like one of the best stages I've ever seen in my life. It was so fun. They did a
So
great
good.
job. You would have swore like it was their song that they made. Like it was so good.
They
And
really did make it their own.
And just got dumped on by the
Literally,
fans.
nobody liked it. Except us.
I'll never understand it. I'll never understand
There was
it.
an agenda, an anti-Brave Girls agenda. I don't know why. It was so good.
Gosh, I wish I would have played that live when you saw him. That would have been sick.
It was so good.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was not fair, but an amazing cover. One of the best performances on Queendom.
Yeah, if anyone's not seen that, I suggest you look it up.
They did such a good job.
It's so good.
Nobody liked it. Haters.
Then my other thing I put down here, which I technically don't think should count, but I don't care because I make the rules here. And that's when we watched all the Billy pre-debut dance videos with 1 Million Studio.
Heck yeah.
And they
So
were
cool.
Mystic Story Girls.
Just bring that back. That should
They
just be like
did a
their
bunch
like.
of hip-hop dances.
Oh, it's my favorite thing.
So, I mean, it's technically a cover.
Yeah.
Didn't come out this year, maybe last year, I think, or 2 years. I don't even know. But that's what I put on my list as my favorite dance cover.
No, that's what I was like thinking too. I was like, all right, well, my easy cover song pick was Fu Yanning, G1, and Mashiro for Mafia in the Morning. Nope, that was not this year. That's my honorable mention pick. That
That's
doesn't
such a
count
great
because
stage.
oh man, it's so great. I love Girls Planet. But my actual pick for cover of the year was at KCON and NMIXX dancing on their little like
They're like random replay.
they're like
dancing.
random replay dance against each other as they split up into teams, and they literally dance to like a million different songs,
Such a good
K-pop,
video.
non-K-pop. It's one of our favorite videos to watch. It's kind of sad now, but still so fun to watch.
I watch it all the time. It's just, it's awesome. They're like
There's
so
just
happy.
such good songs, and like I'm jealous of all the people that were there. Who?
And
Studio
Kepler did
Choom.
one,
Studio Choom. Yeah, they're both awesome. It was a Studio Choom thing. Don't know why there wasn't more, but no, NMIXX at KCON specifically. Go watch those. They're really fun. And Kepler too. Sure, they can have it. I mean, both of them were great.
Super fun. Yeah, check those out. Those are all really good videos.
Those are really cool. But we watch them all the time. But yeah, that's
And
my.
now
We
getting into
had.
the big four. The main ones that everyone's been waiting for.
Heck yeah.
So, next we have Album of the Year.
This was easy.
I'll say, I didn't make the category. I guess I did, didn't I? When I thought of the category, only one song
It was made for this.
or one album came into my head, like without a doubt. It was the first thing I put on the list.
Yeah.
And it was I Never Die by Idol.
Yep, that's mine too.
Front to back, first song, the last song, best
Easy pick.
album or EP, whatever to call it, of 2022.
So
Not even
good.
close.
So good. It's got great songs. All of them are good. Idol was just like, was
I can't
huge,
even
and they
think
got
of-
even bigger because of it. And then it has like the coolest, dopest title ever, I Never Die. That's so cool.
I can't even think of another album that I would even put in the category as being like the best one.
I mean, honestly, First Impact was really solid.
First
because it
Impact
had-
was pretty
because
cool.
it had Mask on it.
And it had a Show 'em the Light.
Yep. That I thought I was kind of thinking that one, but again, there was no competition for there's no competition for Idol in this one.
No.
It was like by far my
Run
favorite.
away.
But yeah, I Never Die was also my album of the year. Good job, Idol.
Next, we got Girl Group Song of the Year.
Heck yeah.
You can go first.
Oh yeah, I'll go. Mine stood the test of time because it literally came out like right at the beginning of the year.
It's literally like the first week.
It was
of the year.
Step Back by GOT, which was Ace by Red Velvet and Girls' Generation combined
With Boa.
With Boa as the centerpiece. It's like a super SM girl group. But yeah, Step Back was awesome. I loved everything about it. The concept was awesome. The dance was awesome.
The rhythmic religious chanting.
It was like a crazy song that worked, and I mean, like all the members in that group are awesome.
It was really
Help
good.
Sogi was in it. I mean, it was just so sick. All of it was perfect to me, and obviously, I mean, it literally stood the test of the whole year as my favorite girl group song. So, Step Back by GOT, easy money, top girl group song of the year.
So, my girl group song technically should be finishing second to my main girl group song.
Yeah,
so that's
yes,
also song
yeah,
of the year.
Same.
So, by default, I'm giving this to the next one down.
Right, agreed.
So, two of the songs I had in the running for it though were "Wada Da" by Kepler.
Yep.
Because I just like go back to the beginning of the year when we first heard it, like blew me away, revolutionized music.
I think it did.
That's like when the caveman discovered fire, or like
the wheel.
Yeah, like it's just like a life altering thing. Like when people heard "Flash" by X1.
Really was the first impact.
Then the other one was "Dice" by Inmix, and even though I didn't like it, kind of at the first when I heard it, it's definitely grown on me a lot. It's so addicting. I love it.
I think everything about Dice is good, like awesome.
It is really
it just
good.
like came together really perfectly.
That's really part of the big wave.
I know, right?
But my de facto number one girl group song of the year was not a song that I even knew existed when we did our halfway songs of the year, even though it was out. And it was "Copycat" by Chobam.
Oh yeah.
Which, for those who don't know, was Chorong and Bomi together from A-Pink as a duo.
Absolutely. So sick.
I don't remember what we were doing, but we listened to it.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was like, we just like checked it out. I'm like, oh, I haven't heard this, let's check it out. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, the little like synthy thing coming at the beginning, I was like, this is over. It's like the best song I've ever heard.
It was really good.
And then I just went on this binge of watching every single video that they had out for like months. In between our Girls' Generation videos, I just watched Chobam videos.
That was a time when all that was going on. No, that song's awesome.
Oh,
Super
so
addicting
good.
song.
Probably
super chill.
Top 3, at least top 5 most listened to K-pop songs of the year.
Oh yeah.
In like a short amount of time, because I just like blasted through it, listened to it on repeat all the time.
Right.
But yep, Chobam. I like how both of us picked like either sub-units or like...
It was like not actual groups, but they technically are, but they're not.
I'd say the only other song I really would have had on here that I could have put in the top 3 is between Kepler and this, but I put Kepler on because Kepler's just like such a life-changing experience. Was "Run to You" by Stacy.
Yeah,
that was a great song.
I feel like if maybe because Kepler was kind of on my mind too, and I feel like if either "Birthday" by Red Velvet or "Cheshire" by ITZY came out not like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, those could have been up there too. But they're just like so recent. I'm like, I just can't.
Sure.
Like, because I actually really, really love those songs both so much. Those could be in the top 10. I don't know. We got to still do the research, but no, Step Back is awesome. And I like won awards. I mean, it was just so sick. It was so good.
Next, we have boy group song of the year.
Heck yeah.
So, I put one of the songs on my list that I had like consideration here was "Na Na Na Na" by GOT7, which is a banger, and I wish it was like actually a song they put out when they were like an official group under JYP.
Right.
Because that song is very good. It's kind of crazy to me they have the name GOT7 still.
So I must do that. I wonder how did they like buy it or they like?
I don't know. It's a good question.
How did they have the rights to that? I don't know.
Because we're not at JYP anymore.
They should have just been like GOT7 with 2 T's or something, like changed it up.
Or like GOT7 spelled out like, I don't know.
Like a lowercase t or something like weird like that. Yeah, with the word 7. That'd be kind of cool.
So honestly, number 1 and number 2 were kind of tied for my boy group song of the year. But the one that I chose as number 1, I just liked longer, like the other stuff on the list. So I had to put that as
that's kind of what
my number one.
Girl group one was. I totally get the seniority factor.
But the one song I actually picked was "But You" by Icon. So I remember when it first came out, like the video, the song, just everything about it.
Dude.
When I watch it, it just like makes me happy. I don't know if it's just like the ambiance of the video or the awesome synthesizer, like the kind of slower, not as like crazy beat, or like Bobby being there after being a dad and no one like hated on him or anything.
Love it.
But as soon as I saw it and it dropped, I was like, I remember Mango in our chat was like, "Have you seen this?" I'm like, "Let me look at it." And as soon as it started playing, I was like, "This is like awesome. I love this. This is like the vibe I love."
The crazy thing is, it's like a song that not every, like even songs we like, but I feel like that one is specific. You listen to it and like from the moment it starts to the moment it ends, you're just like in a better mood.
That's what I'm saying. Like makes
You're
me
just
so,
like
it's just
like a happy song. No, excellent song by an excellent group.
And then
super good pick.
The other song I had was one everybody picked from our fan awards for being boy group song of the year, which honestly it could easily be mine too. Was "Hot" by 17.
Well, that was mine. There we go.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, moving on.
It's just such a good song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so catchy. The dance is awesome. It's just a really good song. Like I said, it's like a coin flip between both of them. It could have been either one of them. But yeah,
right.
"Hot" by 17, great song.
Yes,
We
it
love
is.
it. The people love it.
Heck yeah. All right, moving on.
Here we go. So I'll add this category here just because it's a fun one. Because we can do catchiest song of the year.
Oh yeah, well I know mine.
Oh, I know mine too. I'm sure they're probably the exact same song.
I don't know. I don't know. Here, you say yours first.
My easily the catchiest song that I've heard the entire year was "Ginga Minga Yo" by
that
Billy.
One. Yeah, that one was super catchy.
That's like
super good song.
That one just gets stuck in my head like
super good song,
like all the time.
Billy's awesome.
As soon as I just like think about it, it gets stuck in my head.
There's actually another song. I don't know. The Icon Happiness is like a chill happiness, but this is a Ginga Mingyo is another one. You're just like a hyped happiness.
Dude, it gets
like,
me so
let's
hyped.
Go. You just like want to run and like do cartwheels. Ginga Mingyo, excellent song by an excellent group. My catchy song would easily be Anti-Fragile.
Oh.
Easily stuck in my head all day, every day. Not even my favorite title track by them. It has grown on me a lot. I'm like, okay, this song's sick because I really didn't like it at first.
I didn't really either. I thought it was kind of annoying.
But it's always been. I think that is just part of it that like.
It's like so annoying. It's not anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's annoyed itself to being. I love it so much because it was just the moment I heard it always stuck in my head. It's Anti-Fragile. I think that's literally what it's meant to do, and it worked 100%. So
a lot of people in the fan awards voted for that for a lot of stuff too. So they must really
and like I didn't feel the same way they did about the other categories, but as far as just like catchiness and being just like stuck in my brain, that one was up there. There's a few, I don't know, because it's like one of those ones you're literally not even listening to it, but then you're just like find yourself humming it. It's just like in your head.
I know one song that gets stuck in my head all the time is Pink Venom.
Yep. There's like a lot of Blackpink songs.
I just want to drink that Pink Venom.
Yeah, like that. A lot of Blackpink songs do that. Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other ones.
Another really fun one that gets stuck in my head quite often is Dance On by Alice.
Yeah, that's a really good song. I mean, speaking of Billy, Ring My Bell was always stuck in my head. Because that's just an excellent song.
I don't know if you've heard the song. It's called Missing You by B2B. That song.
It does. That has that effect. Has a lot of effects on someone's emotions.
Dude, honestly,
if
Hot
you just
by
wanna,
17 gets stuck in my head all the time.
Yep, it's super. Oh man, I literally feel like for Anti-Fragile they did like mathematical equations of like how can we just make this never leave, even if it's not necessarily like quote unquote good at first. Like how can we make and like that's what they put. They like made that song with like an algorithm, and like all right, here it is, because that song is just stuck in my head all the time.
Another one that gets stuck in my head by them is Fearless.
Yeah, it's similar kind of concept. Yeah, just that song's awesome. That was like one of my ones I was like thinking of music video for the year. But yeah, I'll give Anti-Fragile the catchiest song of the year.
I mean, I can't argue with that.
Oh, it's just like there all the time.
But that and Ginga Minga Yo, you're set.
Ginga Minga Yo, amazing song.
The next one I'll cover real fast before we do the song of the year his favorite moment of the year, and I was like thinking of different things that happened.
Yeah.
Like just in K-pop, like when we watch videos, like awards and stuff like that.
Right.
But easily my favorite moment of the year is just the fact we got to go see concerts again.
Yeah, that was definitely my pick too. I mean, we saw a lot of K-pop concerts, and we met a lot of idols, and had a lot of fun. It's been super good. I mean, that was pretty much my pick too.
Because before they didn't have anybody over here because of COVID.
There was a lot of concerts this year.
Then everybody came over at once,
and we saw a lot of them
in a short amount of time.
Yeah, we were just weeks at a time. We're going up to Chicago, going to Kentucky. I mean, we
went to different states. We went
we got to see KCON, not in LA, but the one in Chicago. We saw a lot of awesome groups and had a really good time, and saw some of our favorite songs and some of our favorite people. So,
can't beat it.
And we always know not everyone gets to do that, so we're always thankful for those opportunities.
We saw Blackpink, we saw Idol, we saw Dreamcatcher, we saw ITZY, we saw
Luna.
We saw Luna. We saw
Brave Girls.
Brave Girls, yes. I love Brave Girls. And then we went to KCON.
And
we saw B2B twice. Stacy. Nmix. TL1. And either Gravity or Einhypen.
We literally will never remember who it is, but they were really good. So that's we saw over 10 K-pop groups in 1 year. That's pretty good.
So that's.
A lot of sick shows.
Up until, really then that might be more than K-pop groups we saw previously.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, it was a crazy year for concerts and groups that we'd never seen before, that I never really even thought we'd get to see.
Yeah.
So that was cool. We got a lot of VIP things too, or we got a lot of high touches. I mean,
we had a good time.
Again, super fun. That was mine too. I guess if I had to pick a video one, it was shouting, dancing at the ISAC thing.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool moment. But no, going to concerts, my favorite moment by far. Hopefully we can have some cool ones eventually this next year.
I'd have to pick
There's a lot
of
cool
videos. Is it the show or music core, whatever it is, and discovered how awesome it is when they just put a giant karaoke machine out in the waiting room, and all the idols get to go sing karaoke.
Oh my gosh, those are the greatest videos ever.
That's the best K-pop discovery of all time.
And it was so sick. So fun.
Lots of fun groups. And it's so easy to do. It's you just throw it out there and just let them go.
And just they go crazy, man.
But now we have the big one.
Heck yeah.
Song of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And disclaimer, the song of the year, what do they call it? The Dongsang.
The award. Dongsang or something like
is,
that. The award BTS always wins.
The unanimous pick for the song of the year that's not technically song of the year because it's ascended past that.
It's above boy group or girl group.
And that's that by Psy.
Yeah.
So that's just up there.
Yep.
But I'm 100% sure we have the same song of the year.
Yeah.
So we can say on the count of three what our number one song of the year is. 1, 2, 3. My Bag by Idol. And I knew it. I knew it a while ago. I didn't even have to think about it.
The moment I heard it. The moment I saw the teaser.
Along with putting I Never Die as album of the year, I already knew that was going to be
it was. Bless Idol for that one.
Thank
you so. Hey, thanks, Selena.
I know.
You are a superstar.
Because if you go back on Instagram, I was reading it the other day, and on March 14th, and they put their teaser out for their album.
Yep.
I put a post and it says, "My Bag is song of the year. It's over, folks. This is the winner."
And look how true that is today.
It
is song of the year.
That was before Queendom even started.
Heck yeah! Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Gosh, that was a long time ago.
It was.
March 14th, that's almost a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, we're man. But
then we saw
Idol's
live.
just been... Yeah, and then we saw it live twice.
Cemented it as even being better.
Oh, it was so cool. It was one of the best moments ever. Idol's sick. Love them.
They deserve it.
My Bag is awesome. The dance is the best. The album is the best.
Shout out to the choreographer.
They can just be Artist of the Year. There you go. Good job, Idol.
They honestly should be. They killed it.
Good job, Idol. You're Artist of the Year.
We were talking about it earlier too. That I think 3 out of the 4 years that we've been doing award shows, we both had the same song of the year.
Yeah. It's just that one that hits us just right, and when you hear it, you're like, I don't think this one's going to be beat.
Because the very first year we had Fancy by Twice.
Yep, easy.
I don't know if it was the year that next year or the year after that. One of the 2 years, I have to look back on it. We both picked like God's Menu.
Well, that was last year.
Okay, so that was last year.
I think 2 years ago we were different.
We picked God's Menu with the rest of everybody who loved K-pop. Because that was like unanimous everything winner. Which it should be. That was a sick song.
God's Menu was sick.
And then this year
God's
we
Menu.
both picked Idol.
My bag.
And I think the year that we were different, I picked the Maybe song by Idol as my top song of the year.
50% of your songs of the year.
Yeah, so 50% of my songs years
Has
we've been
been
doing
Idol.
has been Idol songs.
And I know for a fact
After a dump on them all the time.
I know, right? It was just like fate spoke. I picked Monster by Reed and Sogi because that's literally my favorite K-pop thing I've ever seen or experienced in my whole life. So that's like my Das thing for life. So I probably picked that as number one, but I do remember you picked Maybe.
I guess more of the story is I like Idol songs more than I thought I did.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're great. They're greatest. Good job, guys.
But yeah, so
Artist of the year.
Idol really killed it this year. They really came into their own.
They really did. They're just like on the rise. They're like still just on the rise. Like they're just. I feel like their only potential is just up,
Just
up,
going
up,
up.
up. They're just so they're just that good, and that cool, and the members are that awesome. Yeah, it is what it is with them. They're like an unstoppable force right now.
Congrats.
And I hope that they come back soon.
Congrats to all of our winners. Good year.
We'll send you guys. We'll send you guys a trophy in the mail.
Another good year of K-pop in the books.
It was a really good one. We had our ups and downs, but music-wise, really good. Had a lot of good songs.
I guess before we end it here, we'll tell the people what some groups we're looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a lot of the groups we've been into more recently have either really taken off like Idol and got like, they're doing really well.
Yeah.
Or they're like newer groups and I'm still waiting to see like what they got up their sleeves.
Yeah.
I'd say obviously the biggest group that I'm probably looking forward to seeing what they're going to do is Inmix because I'm super into Inmix right now.
They're in an interesting spot, and I think this third comeback, whenever it's going to be, is going to be a really crucial one for them. Just because, like, they are, like, on the rise. So I'm anxious to see. I know it's going to be good, but I'm just kind of, like, anxious to see what it's going to be. Because I feel like they're a group that can literally have any concept, and you just, like, don't know what's going to happen. So
True.
No, NMIX is awesome, man. I'm so glad we got to see them at KCON.
Then another group that I'm super into that I'm waiting to hear more big things from is Billy.
Yeah.
They've really grown on us since we really weren't a fan of them at all.
Awesome. Yeah, since their horrible debut. But,
the last music they put out since then has been great.
Oh, so good.
And we've watched a lot of
So
content
good.
and the girls are really funny.
If they debuted with Gingamingyo, that could have potentially been like
Favorite group ever.
maybe honestly probably my rookie of the year.
And then came back with Ring My Bell.
Oh, I just love Ring My
and
Bell. That song is so
McGuffin.
good.
And then of course we'll always watch Kepler.
Yeah, I mean
we'll see how they follow
we're in-
up We Fresh because a couple of their comebacks weren't my favorite.
they're middle, kind of the ones in the middle weren't the strongest, but We Fresh was awesome. It was like right back on track with where they need to be, and we're already a year with them, so I think that they'll have another big year. Hopefully,
And then,
they just get more popular, and hopefully they come to America so we can see them.
Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy's they're kind of like already superstars, so I mean we love Stacy. We're in good hands.
Yeah,
we're in good
future's
hands
looking
moving
good.
forward. The future's looking really good, which is awesome.
2023, here we go.
It's enough. I'm waiting for the darn New Jeans song where I'm gonna be like, "Wow, I love them."
The best group ever!
I mean, I'm not even gonna hate on it at this point because it happens every time. I mean,
It really does.
we'll see. I mean, I'm sure Ive will have some good songs, but like, yeah, we're in a good spot. And then there's always more people coming out. So
Sounds like the best rookie group of all time.
Yeah.
Thieves. See what they're gonna.
we're gonna see what V's is gonna do. We're gonna see what Natty's group is gonna do.
Yep, Natty's group's looking sick.
We have a lot to look forward to in 2023, and then there's always awesome boy groups too. So
True. Maybe that'll be the year the boy groups really sneak up on us.
And you know what? Who's ready for however the heck many weeks of Boys Planet 999?
I forgot about that.
Because we are
Sick.
going to be on it.
I'll watch that.
Oh my gosh, I'm ready to stir up some trouble with that. But we will watch Boys Planet. I don't even know when it's supposed to happen, to be honest. I have no idea.
I don't either, but we'll watch it.
I swear they have like a random teaser like once this year. They had like a random thing. I'm like, when's this even happening?
Well, it's like when Girls Planet first came out, that teaser was out for how long before they even introduced any of the girls? It was all like speculation, then they dropped like all those teasers.
Man, Girls Planet was the best.
It
But
was.
yeah, if there is a Boys Planet,
We'll be there.
we are there covering it, man.
But I mean-
I'm ready to hate on everyone's faves.
I'm looking forward to the next year of K-pop, like always.
Yeah.
We got our top 10 songs of the year coming out next week,
Check that out.
so
So
that'll be exciting.
But yeah, that does it for awards. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for voting if you did last week. But until next time, I'm JT. He's Frog Raw. We're the Kpop Kimchi Podcast. We love you guys. Peace.
Later.